Good evening, everybody. The first statement I want to say is, wow, I cannot believe how many of you are here, and I cannot tell you how thankful and how humbled I am by the presence here this evening to hear about this crazy little idea that I had. I don't want to say too much. I am Shayna. I am one of the co-founders of CultureMASH, and if you have not heard already, we are a digital community of individuals in all facets of marketing, social media, new media, and we've decided to compile our talents and give something back to the community. So without further ado, I'd like to show you something. First and foremost, I just want to thank Cynthia DeBelvis on our team. She made that video, and it's just totally awesome. She has such talent. Thank you, Cindy. My name is Carla Hale, and along with Shayna Douglas, I am a co-founder of CultureMASH. And again, I just want to reiterate how pleased and blessed and just fortunate we are to have you here tonight. We really appreciate it, and it is just totally overwhelming, and it's amazing. So thank you so much for being here. I just want to talk to you for a minute about why I decided to get involved with CultureMASH several months ago when Shayna and I were talking about, just all these things that we see in our community that are going on and what can we do to fix it. And seemingly the obvious answer is use your talents. And for a long time in my personal life, I've lived in Dayton my whole life. I've been very involved in the community here, and I've really had a wonderful experience working with several nonprofits and charities in the city, and that's just how I was raised. And for a time, I hit a period in my life where I was just, I kind of reverted from that and it became kind of turned inwards. And I think that's very common, and it happens a lot. And we just get this, like, I'm in my own little world kind of bubble, and we avert our eyes from that homeless person that we're passing by in our car, things like that. And really, I do believe that as human beings, if we can't take care of our fellow human beings, then what are we really doing, Really, because my life is not about just me, it's about who I touch and who I impact. And so how can I use that, how can I use my marketing talents or social media talents to do something, to make a difference? Even if it's just, if whatever Facebook post I provide, give somebody a hot meal, that is ROI, you know? And so really that is the basics of CultureMASH, what we really set out to do here. And the way we want to do it is, I'm jumping ahead of my notes, but whatever. We really just want to get involved, nitty gritty, you know, and meet with nonprofits, get down to the bare bones of what they need, and you know, how can we serve them. And you might have heard that we've formed, you know, we have a team, and we're gonna introduce them to you a little bit later, and we've got some very talented people on our team. So you know, we've been asked in the last couple months, what is social good? What is this? What are you talking about here? And really, if you get down to it, the bare bones of social good is making the largest impact on the largest amount of people in the largest way possible. And you can define that in so many ways, because, are we talking about Dayton? Are we talking about West Dayton? You know, there are so many little communities that we have here, and that so many awesome nonprofits and charities are working for. I mean, if they can make that difference in their community, that's amazing. And you know, I can't wait to introduce to you our guest speakers, because they totally floor me. They're amazing. And basically, I mean, if we can just make that difference in the community, then we've done our job, and I can, you know, feel good at the end of the day, you know? And that's awesome. And so really, what is social good? We want to benefit the members of our immediate communities that we touch. Where do I live? Where do I work? You know, what am I doing there to make a difference? And social media, you know, obviously fits into social good. Because, you know, every day that I get on Facebook, my personal network, I'm touching over 700 people. They may see my post, they may like my post, they may comment. And what I post can have impact on them. And vice versa. I see so many, I like over, you know, 500 some pages that I see every day. And you know, like I said, I have 700 friends, so I see what they're posting. And that really affects me as well as a human being. And really, it's just about building that sustainable community. And what we've kind of discovered over the last couple of months with talking with nonprofits, we've seen that one of the biggest challenges that they face is awareness, really. You know, we've met so many nonprofits who, myself living in Dayton my whole life, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I haven't necessarily maybe met or heard of these nonprofit groups, and I'm like, well, why? I mean, you're like literally in my backyard. My husband and I, we just moved into a neighborhood, and there is a home down the road, literally like a block away, that I never heard of, and they house young, unwed mothers who maybe don't have a high school education, don't have food to put on the table, and I'm like, dude, they're like right there. Why haven't I heard of this? Why am I not involved, especially in my own backyard? And that is one of the biggest problems that I think, you know, as you saw in this video, 16,000 nonprofits in Southwest Ohio, and how many have we heard of? Yeah, we've probably heard of a lot of the big ones, and that's awesome, because they do great work, but there's a lot of small ones doing great work as well, and we really want to help build that awareness. And after awareness, that's when you start to build your community, and that's key. If you aren't involved in a community, you really can't become involved. So after community is built, then true involvement is what happens, and you can deepen that relationship and engagement with constituents, and that's huge. And really, I mean, it's just social media. You know, a lot of us in this room have been involved with social media, and a lot of us haven't. But it really does have such impact. You know, we've all heard of a couple of the, you know, big examples over the last couple of years. You know, the Text Haiti campaign after that devastating earthquake, how much money they raised just through like Twitter. I mean, it's incredible. And you know, Charity Water, they're doing such great works, specifically using Twitter and Facebook. And those are international organizations doing that. And how can we take that and kind of scale it down to this micro-regional level? And it's totally doable. And Sheena's going to talk about that a little bit later. And so again, like the video said, okay, well, this is great. but literally, where do we begin? What is door number one that we need to go through? And really it boils down to, again, like I said, building awareness, but also getting that next generation, building awareness with them and getting them involved. And that's where Social 101 fits in, which is a program that we are going to be offering as CultureMASH. And Social 101 is going to go into schools of all different ages, starting in elementary school all the way up through the university level, and talking about how does social media impact your life as a young person. And it ranges all the way from, cyberbullying, such a huge problem. Terrible things have happened to too many kids because of the stuff that they're involved with online. So, that's one way that we can make an impact there. And all the way, like I said, all the way up to the university level. So how can I start as a fourth year senior at Wright State or wherever? How can I begin to prepare myself for the workplace and use social media to find new opportunities and career paths? So that's what Social 1 is basically about. And really, just building the awareness for the next generation is really what we want to do.